Once in a small village, there lived a young farmer named Koji. Koji was a hard-working man, but he had a habit of overthinking every little thing in his life. He would worry endlessly about the future, the weather, and even the smallest decisions he had to make. One day, as Koji was tending to his crops, a wise old traveler passed through the village. The traveler noticed Koji's troubled expression and approached him with a warm smile. "Young man," the traveler said, "why do you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders? Life is simpler when we let go of unnecessary worries." Koji sighed and explained, "I can't help it. My mind is always racing, and I can't stop thinking about what might go wrong." "It's exhausting," the traveler nodded sympathetically. "I was once like you," he said. "Until I learned a valuable lesson from a Zen master who taught me the art of letting go. Let me share a story with you. In a nearby monastery, the traveler began, lived a monk who was brilliant but tormented by his thoughts. He couldn't meditate or find peace. One day, his master gave him a small wooden box and said, "Inside this box is the key to enlightenment. Keep it safe, and don't open it until I tell you to." Intrigued, Koji asked, "What was in the box?" The traveler smiled mysteriously. "Nothing," he replied. The box was empty. But the master's instructions intrigued the monk, and he became fixated on the box's contents. He couldn't stop wondering what enlightenment the box held. As months passed, the traveler continued, the monk's obsession with the box grew, and he could no longer focus on his spiritual practice. Finally, he couldn't bear it any longer and asked his master to reveal the secret. And what did the master say? Koji asked eagerly. He opened the box and showed the monk that it was empty, the traveler answered. Then he said, "The key to enlightenment is realizing that the box is empty. It is a symbol of the empty nature of all things. When you stop attaching unnecessary thoughts to your experiences, you will find true peace." Koji listened intently to the story, and a glimmer of understanding shone in his eyes. From that day on, he resolved to practice the art of letting go. Just like the monk in the story, Koji learned to observe his thoughts without judgment and gradually released the burden of overthinking. His mind became clearer, and he found joy in the simplicity of life. With a lighter heart and a peaceful mind, he tended to his crops with newfound contentment, understanding that sometimes the key to wisdom is in embracing emptiness.